चलिए अब शुरू करते हैं। लैब तो 5 है आज हमारी, इसमें मॉडिफाई कमांड्स हमने यूज करनी है। वो जो मॉडिफाई नजर आ रही है ना, ये वाली, ये हमारा टारगेट है आज का। ये इसके अंदर कुछ कमांड्स लैब 5 में है, फिर कुछ मॉडिफाई की कमांड्स जो है ना, वो इसको 3 हिस्सों में मेरे ख्याल डिवाइड किया हुआ है। ठीक है, मॉडिफाई एक पार्ट है, एक लैब में है, दूसरा दूसरी में, तीसरा तीसरी में, इस तरह है। मॉडिफाई को 3 हिस्सों में किया हुआ है। लेकिन हमारी डायमेंशन की कुछ रहती थी, तो आज अगर डायमेंशन की हमारी पूरी होगी तो फिर हम जो है ना वो मॉडिफाई में जाएंगे, वरना डायमेंशन पे एंड कर देंगे आज। ठीक है, तो फिर जो लैब 5 है, जो मॉडिफाई वाली है, इसको हम लैब 6 में मर्ज करके, क्योंकि मॉडिफाई या कमांड्स तो ज्यादा कमांड्स कर लेंगे अगली दफा। ठीक है, तो लैब 5 6 उसमें कवर कर लेंगे। तो आज डायमेंशन की जो रहती थी हमारी चीजें, वो हम कवर कर लें। ठीक है, तो ये बंद कर देते, या तो एसी बंद कर दें या फिर दरवाजा बंद हो, क्या बंद हो। अच्छा, बोलिए क्यों। अच्छा, चलिए शुरू करते हैं जी। अभी हमने क्या करना है कि इसमें डायमेंशंस में हमारी जो है ना लास्ट डायमेंशन स्टाइल को डिटेल से डिस्कस करना है। और किधर फार्नर भी है, इधर भी फार्नर भी है ना। So in dimensions we have last 4 commands we have to complete this. Okay, so dimension style will go in detail. Dimension style, then there is an override, update and reassociate dimension. These 4 are left. Okay, I think so remaining are done. Maybe dimension space and dimension break for those students who are using the new version of the AutoCAD, they also done dimension space and dimension break. Done or not? Yeah, yes, sir. And similarly, maybe multi-leader and similarly, yes. So let's draw one stair. For example, the stair which we have drawn last time. Draw again, please. Line command, and I will share the screen here so you can see the screen. Yes. So line command, and then you can switch on ortho. Ortho should be on just for ortho lines, mean 2 lines perpendicular. And similarly, you must you must activate OSNAP before doing anything in AutoCAD. OSNAP must be on, okay? Because OSNAP will help you to trace the end points or mid points of any object or any other points of any object. So that's why you have to switch on or activate the OSNAP. And sometimes, for example, last time I observed that OSNAP is on, but in the settings, go to right click settings, and you will see these are not clear all, like this. All boxes are not checked. Okay, so you have to check all boxes. So go to settings, OSNAP settings, and select all. Okay, select all so that endpoint can be highlighted with the help of box, and similarly midpoint with the triangle, center with circle, node with this, and these symbols will be visible when you move your cursor to the near the object. Okay, so these should be select all. Otherwise, OSNAP is on, but all deselect or clear all. It means OSNAP is not working. So okay, now OSNAP is on. So we'll draw line command, ortho on. Just with the help of mouse, we want to draw. For example, this one, then this one, this one, like stair. And similarly, stair in the opposite direction. And you can use the OSNAP. Like this, the stair on both sides. Like this. Done? चले खैर बराबर नहीं लगी. Just like this. Okay, you have to fill it. Now this object is closed. You know, this drawing is closed. If it is open, I mean there is a small gap or a minor gap between two lines, two endpoints. Then this is not the closed object. Huh? Then you cannot use the hatch command. Okay, so keep it in mind. If hatch command is not working, it means you are not using OSNAP or you are not properly drawing this object. Okay, let's go to draw and hatch. And hatch, there is an option pick point. Here you can see the pick point. Yeah, pick point and just enter, click the center of the object, and it will be done. And you can change the color. For example, change to blue color, for example, like this. So hatch is done. Okay, so this drawing, you have drawn this sketch. Now again, we want to go to override, and to use the override and update, we will do something. I mean dimension. Go to dimensions, linear dimension, and just draw this dimension, for example, like this. And then go to baseline dimension and draw the remaining one like this. Okay, so we have done this. Right side of the stair, we have used baseline to dimension this. Well, linear करनी है, first one linear and then use the baseline. And the opposite side of the stair, we will use dimension, for example, continue, just to see the difference. So continue. Continue, it is continuing from the last command. So I think yeah, that's not feasible. So you can say baseline is okay. Baseline is okay. ठीक है जी, ये हो गया हमारा.
क्या मेरा डायमेंशन स्टाइल है उसके हिसाब से सारे को अपडेट कर देगा. अपडेट ही होगा ऑप्शन.
Right. अब जाए आप डायमेंशन में, go to dimension style, and you can also write D in the command window and just click. This box will appear, and here you want to we want to select the new style. For example, 1. I will name it new 1 new style 1, and continue and continue. And I will change only lines. I will change only symbols and arrows size. Symbols and arrow size to 0.182. I will write 0.5, but you will write 1 because they are not visible. So 0.5, or you will write 1. Okay. Okay, I will write 1. So 1. This is 1 because style is 1. Just to remember, the style is 1 and arrow size is 1. Text size is also 1. Just go to and text size 1. Okay. And text color, you can change the text color, for example, green, just to see the difference. And similarly in lines, you can change the lines color red, and extension lines, for example, yellow, just to see the difference. Done? Okay, then okay. So style 1 is okay. Now we want to new style 2. Continue. And then go to symbols and arrow size is 2. Symbols and arrows. The arrow size is 2 and text size is also 2. Okay. Remaining is okay. Remaining we are not changing. Okay. Okay. Two sizes, okay. Now new, again new, style 3, type 3, and then go to and arrow size is 3, and similarly text size is 3. Okay, and okay, and क्या किया? Dimensions one style रखा है हमने, one style, arrow size and text size is 1. Style 2, arrow size and text size 2. Style 3, arrow size 3. Remaining settings are same. We are not changing. Only 2 arrow size. Now click on style 1 and set current, because standard is by default standard is set as current. So we want to change style 1 as set current. Click on style 1 and set current. Okay. Now by default format is style 1. Okay. Now style 1 is selected, but if you will draw any other new dimension, for example, I will draw new dimension in the bottom. Just draw. You will see style 1 is applied. Done or not? Who have done this? Very good. बाकी कोई? मैं ग्रुप में किसी और उस बंदे से पूछ रहा है जो बिल्कुल मुझे पता है महला है, उसकी बेस में नंबर लग रहे हैं, तो अपने ग्रुप मेंबर्स को सबको बताना है अपने साथ। आखिर में पूछूंगा। नहीं हुआ ये? रिपीट। नहीं ये कर रहे हैं ना, ये सारा ये नीचे हो रहा है क्या? बेहतरीन है ये, बस इसमें डायमेंशन करें, करें डायमेंशन बाकी भी करें ना। ये इस तरह जो स्टाइल किया, तीन स्टाइल, जस्ट स्टाइल 1 2 3 अगेन इनको उधर रखो। Again you will go to dimension style, and then click this new and just name the dimension style as 1, and then click we can say 4, because we already done 3 4. Okay, you will say, name it as 1, then continue, and then a new window will appear, and you will go to option symbols and arrows, and there is an option of arrow size, and you will change it to 4. You will change it to 1 if you are any size you want, and then go to text option, and the text height is again change to new value. I'm changing to 4 because I'm naming this style as 4, for example, and click OK and close. So now, for example, if you will go to dimension style 1, and then I will set current is 1, style number 1. Okay, so style 1 is no set current, but if you will draw new dimensions, for example, click here and then just dimension any side, for example, so you will see the new dimensions are placed with the new style 1. Yes, but the previous you can say previous all dimensions are only set to standard, so we want to change those dimensions, so we'll use the command update. Okay, so how to use, for example, update, go to update, for example, dimensions, go to update, and when you will go to update, it will say select objects in the command window. Now which dimension you want to update to the new style, which you have already selected style 1 as by default. So you will click the dimensions, the previous dimensions. For example, I will click 1 and 2. These two dimensions I want to update to new style 1. These two dimensions, press enter, and you will see these two dimensions are updated to new style 1. Who have done this? Yes, sir. Right. बाकियों का नहीं। No update done. Who have done this update command? Who still need help for this update command? Anyone need help? Repeat again. Okay, Control Z. Yes. go to dimension, click update, and in the command window it will say select objects. So first you have to select the style, which style you want to update. Okay, first the proper steps are just go to dimension style, and for example in dimension style I will choose style 2, and click the style 2 as set current. Okay, set current is done now. Style 2. Now I want to update some dimensions with the style style 2. So go to dimensions, update, and select one dimension. For example, this dimension I want to change it to as many dimensions as you can select as press enter. So this is this style is changed to style 2. Yes. So in this way you can update as many dimensions as you can. अब देखें इसमें तो वो you will see that there is overlapping in the dimensions are overlapping, so you have to mark some space between the dimensions. The new versions which are using new AutoCAD, so there is an option in dimensions that is dimension space, but in the old version there is no dimension space. You can manually move. For example, select this dimension and manually move upward like this. Okay, so you can space between any two dimensions. Okay, but for the newer version who are using the newest version or latest versions, go to dimension and dimension space. We already used in previous lecture, and dimension space it will say select base dimension. Base dimension means that dimension which you want to make it fixed, not non-movable. Okay, the base dimension will not move. The remaining dimensions will move according to the base dimension. So base dimension is the lowest dimension near the object. Okay, we don't want to move it. So okay, select this dimension. Oh yes, and then again it will say select dimensions to space. Those dimensions which you want to space with respect to base dimension. The other dimensions, for example, this one and this one, the second and third dimensions which are near to the base dimension, I want to space it. So select those two dimensions. Okay, first base dimension, then those dimensions. Then press enter. When you will press enter, it will say enter value. So value, for example, I will set the value 2, for example 2 or 3 is okay, 3, and press enter. You will see these dimensions, two dimensions are 3 units apart with respect to base dimension. You can see it. It's done. Done or not? Very good. Again repeat. Arda repeat. Chale, Control Z. And you will go to dimension. There is a, this is only for the students who are using laptop or you are using the latest version of AutoCAD. This is only for those. This is just manually. You can, for the old version, manually is okay. So dimension space, just select the base dimension, then the other two dimensions, then press enter and press this distance, spacing value, for example 2 units. Press enter. So the dimensions are separated with the distance of 2 units. Now we'll use the override command. So click the override command, override for all students, override command. And it will say enter dimension variable name. So there are as many, you can remember these dimension variable names. For example, one I remember right now. If I want to change the text, height. So I will say dim and dimension and txt text. Okay. Similarly, other abbreviations you will remember, you can enter here. For example, the first variable name, I want to change the text height, and that command is dim txt. So I will write in the command window. First I will click override, and then in the command window it will say enter dimension variable name to override. So one variable I have dim txt, no space, dim txt. So this command will change the text height. Press enter. Then it will say again say enter new value for dimension variable. Enter new value for dimension variable. So by default is 2. By default is 2. Because we have selected the style number 2, style 2. So I will change it to 0.5, for example, and press enter. I will press enter. It will again say enter dimension variable name to override. Now the second variable, if you remember second variable, for example, arrow size, then the third variable, same repeat as many times as you can. Then when you finish all the commands, then again press enter. So then now it will say select the object. So now select all those dimensions which you want to change. For example, I will select this dimension, these two dimensions, for example, and press enter. So you will see it has changed to new size 0.5. Changed or not? Who have done? Very. Repeat. Again repeat. Control Z. Dimensions. Override. In override, you will write dim txt just to change the size of the text. Dim. Similarly, some maybe color, you want to change the color, arrow size, there are other dimensions. I remember this one, and you can remember as many as you can. So dim txt, for example. Press enter. Now the size. If you want to make the style by default to, just press enter. No need to write anything. If you want to change, it's okay. I will change it to 3, for example, 3, and press enter. Now it will again say enter dimension variable name to override. And other variable, if you remember, write and then write the write the size of that variable, and similarly as many variables as you can. When you finish all variables, then again press enter second time. Then it will say select that object which you want to change. So now I will select, for example, these two objects, do 2 dimensions, any dimensions, press enter. You will see the size has changed to 3. 3 is very big, so you can change to any other size, okay? So you can change. Control Z. And similarly, now you want to move this object. इसको जरा पर select करें. इसको select को एक दफा click करेंगे ना, फिर हो गया बॉक्स बन जाएगा. Select करके इसको ग्रुप करते हैं. इसको ग्रुप करते हैं. ग्रुप हो गया. इसको आप yes, no, control C. Now you have made this, you have finished, you have completed this figure or drawing. Now I will group it. We'll group it so that this will show one entity. Okay, you can move it anywhere because we have the window, and window, for example, you will not delete, erase anything. Okay, what you are drawing, it should be saved here. Okay, I will see at the end. Okay. So now, for example, you will select this. How to select this whole figure? Just, for example, just move your mouse around the figure. Just click left click your mouse and move around the drawing. ये भी ठीक है, ये देखिए इन्होंने बताया एक दफा क्लिक करें. नहीं खाली होल्ड नहीं करना, खाली. वेरी गुड, जबरदस्त. ये देखना एक नया पॉइंट था यार. पेंसिल किधर रजिस्टर, रजिस्टर किधर गया? पेज है ना यार, पेज होना है. पेंसिल अपनी दो यार, मेरी पेंसिल कल गया बच्चे ही ले गए उस बात. चल पेंसिल आखिर में खा लेना, नहीं तो चाचा जी के पास सारी इकट्ठी हुई पड़ी. प्रॉब्लम मिल गया आपका. चलें जी, ये दूसरा ऑप्शन है कि आप इसको सेलेक्ट करने का ये दोनों तरीके बता दें. जस्ट ड्रैग द माउस like this. In this way, for example, zigzag, multiple drawings are there and you want to select one between them, okay, among them. So then this drag option maybe is more feasible, okay. You can see, you can drag, just left click, hold, left click and hold mouse, and then move the mouse around the figure or around the drawing which you want to select, and then again unhold your you have pressed and unpressed, okay. Just release your finger and you will see the object is selected. Now it's selected. Now go to command window, and the other option is how to select. Just click one time click and leave. Just click and leave, okay. And then move your mouse around the drawing, and the other, when it will, you can say when it is highlighted or it is highlighted, then again click left click. So again select it up. These are two options to select the any object. Now go to command window, group group, and press enter. So you will see now this figure RDS now is right. Yes, if it this, yeah, okay, description and ABC for example. Okay, so now I think so done. No, huh? नहीं, आपने select पूरी की थी, control Z करेंगे. पूरी की थी, दोबारा का पानी किया, दोबारा करें, ग्रुप करें तो ठीक नहीं, पीछे ये तो सारी में इन पे नाम लिख लें, न्यू करना पड़ेगा, करेंगे न्यू करें. पूरा सेलेक्ट करें सर, वो पहले कितना इसमें है सर. हाँ सर, हाँ एंटर करें. हाँ इधर नाम लिखे, इधर लिखे, कोई लिखना है ऐसे रैंडम. Yes, now it's done. Now done. Yes. Group is done or not? So you will select the, again repeat it. So we'll select you will select the object drawing. Then you will here. I also have the option here group. Option group here. You can see. The groups. This is checked. Checked means group commands are appearing on the window, and uncheck group command is no, not visible. Show panels and then click groups. You will see the group commands. All group commands are available now. And similarly for that, how to do in tool. Customize में जाए नीचे वो जाओ. Tool palette में जाए. ये कुछ और ही है यार. So I think so. Who will tell me for the old version how to go select the group command? I mean there is a group icon. How to find the group icon? If anyone found group icon in the old version, just tell. The newer version, I am telling that just right click in any in the near the menu bar, just right click and you will see show panels. And in show panels, there is the option of group. You can check it and the group icons will be appeared on the near the tools, in the tools. But for the old version, can anyone do this same? Can trace this group? Done? Done? Huh? मिल गया है group का? न्यू जो ओल्ड वर्जन है उसमें ग्रुप का ऑप्शन अंदर से जो ग्रुप का आइकन है वो ढूंढने अगर मिलता है. Command window is okay. We are already running in command window using command window, but I want to search out in the old version the group option if it is available. So maybe tools में जाए tools. अच्छा view में जाए view. ये ढूंढेगा उसको पॉइंट देंगे ये सर. चलें ये मिल गया तो मुझे बता देना. हाँ ग्रुप करने के बाद if you will group it, for example I have done the group. Now you cannot change anything. Now this is complete one object, so now you cannot change. Actually I want to move it, so you can you resize it. Resize करें जरा. Resize होता है
उधर मैं दोबारा ग्रुप बना लूं.
just group it and resize it. Whether you can resize it or not, I think so. Resize not possible. Resizing, I mean whole object is group. Now can you resize? No, because resizing not possible. Now you can move it. Okay,
Scaling नहीं होगा इससे.
you can see it in the mid. This object which already grouped. When you select this, just left click on this object, and there is a square. You will see when you select this object, there is a square will appear in the center of the right. You will click on that square and just move this to left side, for example. Drag to left side and leave it. You will see you can move this object anywhere. Done or not? Who have done this? यही कर रहे हैं बाकी तो पीछे. Again you किसी ग्रुप तो करो ना. मेरे थोड़े ग्रुप ही नहीं है. कंट्रोल जी करें.
ये सारे ग्रुप वो पड़ा है. ये देखिए एक सेलेक्ट किए सारे ग्रुप.
अच्छा
ये सारा ग्रुप है. सारे हो गए. फिर भी वो नहीं हो.
अच्छा now you will move this for example this one to. Okay you ये फिर ग्रुप नहीं हुआ ना.
ये ग्रुप होता है लेकिन सारा सेलेक्ट करते होते पहले करता है तो फिर वो डायमेंशन साइड होता है.
ग्रुप नहीं हुआ है ना.
नहीं होता.
इसको मूव करें जरा ओल्ड वर्जन में. न्यू वर्जन में तो इज ओके, बट ओल्ड वर्जन में इसको ग्रुप करके जस्ट मूव करें. एक जगह से पकड़ के सिलेक्ट करके जस्ट मूव इट. whether done or not, just tell me if anyone done.
इसका स्केल भी चेंज हो सकता है. अगर इसको राइट क्लिक करें ना वहां से साइज चेंज करना होगा. स्केल ऑप्शन होगा. ये देखो
0.5 and
ये स्पेसिफाई ये बेस पॉइंट ऑन करना.
oh sorry
क्या मूवी सब
हो गया. अच्छा बेस पॉइंट से ये देखिए
मतलब उसके रिस्पेक्टिव उसका सारा
स्केल फैक्टर 0.5 वेरी. स्केल मॉडिफाई की कमांड है ना से ऐसे वो हमें यूज करनी है.
किसी कमांड को राइट क्लिक करें
लेकिन ग्रुप को आपका अच्छा चल ठीक. So have you done the grouping or not? Grouping done? No grouping done. Okay. Now we will move it. Okay. Move command is in the modify option in the menu of modify. Okay, which we'll use next time. But today we'll again use the modify command. which is part of next session as a session. So go to modify and move. There is a move option. Okay, just click the move option. In the modify, there is a move option. You will click the move, and then it will say select the object. Okay. So any point you can select because whole object is grouped, and so you can select anywhere on the object. So whole object, complete object will be selected. Then press enter. Now it will say specify base point. So for example, base point, any left point or right point, I will select as a base point, for example. Then it will say specify second point. Now you can specify second point, or you just move your mouse anywhere and you will see it is moving. And you will use the ortho command. Then you can move it into x-axis or y-axis at 0-degree angle or 90-degree exactly. If ortho command is on, if ortho is not on, then maybe it will move not parallel to 0-degree, 30-degree, because error human moves your okay. Exactly 0-degree or parallel to x-axis it will move, or parallel to y-axis it will move. So ortho command must be on in this way, and you can see the importance of ortho command in this move command. Okay. So move it in to the side of the window, and now the remaining window is empty. You will draw the next drawing. Okay. So like this, you can move. Done. And for scaling, which is also the option in modify menu, and if you want to scale it, just select this command. Select this and right click. There is a scale. There is a scale option. Okay. And just click the scale, and you will see specify base point. It will say specify base point. Just specify the base point of the drawing, any point. For example, right bottom point I have selected. Now it will say specify scale factor. I want to scale it to half. For example, I want to scale it to half. I mean, I want to change it to size to 50%. So I will write 0.5 and press enter. You will see the whole drawing is shrink to new size of 50%. Done or not? Done? Dobara. Control Z. No, I will not select the dimension. I will select the dimension and just no select another option will try. For example, go to modify, and there is a scale option. And now it will say select the object. Select this object. Just click on the drawing. Now press enter. It will say specify base point. Base point, any base point, for example, you can select, for example, right bottom corner of the drawing. Now it will say scale. In the command window, it shows scale. Scaling means I want to scale it into 2 times, for example. 2 times. So it means 200%. I want to change it to double, size double. So write it 2. Press enter. You will see the size is changed to double. So this scale command also is the part of modify command, but you can use it right now. Done? जी? Double का? Double का जी? Double, yeah, double size double करना है ना आपने. If you want to size again in dimension, now third option. For example, select this dimension, select this object, okay, and go to dimension. There is a modify. There is a scale. Now it will directly say specify base point. So specify base point. This base point I have selected. Now I want to add this base point. Mean that base point will be fixed. Okay. The remaining parts of the objects will be shrinked or extended according to your dimension scale. For example, now I want to scale it to. It is, for example, I want to reduce its size to half. Reduce its size to half. Half means 50%. If it is this is 1, so 50% mean it will reduce to half. So I will rate 0.5. 50% means 0.5. Press enter. So you will see the done. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Now we have done now in dimensions there is a last option, reassociate dimensions. Reassociate dimensions. And for reassociate we will just draw one line, simple line, for example, simple line like this. We'll draw simple line. Okay, draw a simple line. Okay, you have drawn the simple line, this line. Now dimension it. Just quick dimension, for example, quick dimension. Just quick dimension, so you can see the difference between quick dimension and linear. Just select this and press enter and just place the dimension anywhere. So the style 3, I think so by default is selected. Style 2. So that style is now will be active. My style 2 is active. Okay. So now you can see here that now we want to use the reassociate command. You have done. You have drawn the line and you have dimension, right? Are you done? Now go to dimension and reassociate dimensions. Okay. In reassociate dimension, it will say select the object. Just select the dimension, not the line, dimension. Press enter. Now it will say specify first extension line. Okay. First extension line. For example, it is the end point of line. That line, not dimension line, no line. Before dimension, no line. The end point of line, just select the end point of line. This is the first specify first extension line. That is the end point of line, for example. Okay. Now it will say specify the second extension line. So second extension line, I will not select the second end point. I will select any midpoint of the line. Okay. Any midpoint, for example, mid or anywhere on the line. Okay. I will select. You will see the dimension is realigned to the new point. Done or not? Very good. Okay. Again. Delete this dimension. Redimension it. Redimension the line. Okay. Draw the line and then dimension it. Okay. Done. Now you will see here that go to dimension, reassociate dimension. It will say select object. Select object. So select object, you will see select object. There is a, you will select the dimension, then press enter. It will say specify first extension line. So the first extension line, for example, I will say right end point of the line, for example. Right end of the line, I will select this is the first extension point. Then it will say the specify second extension line. I will click the midpoint of the line, for example, midpoint of the line. You will say the dimension is realigned to ऐसे इसको ऐसे इधर करना चाहिए. मैंने इधर से सिलेक्ट किया, इधर से करना चाहिए. मैंने इधर से कर तो लेकिन करता ये इधर से है ना. चेक किया आपने डिफरेंस? ट्राई. फॉर एग्जांपल मैं रिसोर्ट इधर करना चाह रहा हूं, फॉर एग्जांपल इस साइड में. इस साइड कैसे होगा फिर?
मेरे ख्याल से स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट फिक्स होता है. ये देखें ना, आप जहाँ भी कर्सर ले जाएं स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट उसका फिक्स ही है. वो उधर से मूव नहीं करता है
क्योंकि आपने ड्रा यहाँ से किया,
यहाँ से स्टार्ट किया ना, वहीं से होगा.
वेरी गुड. अब आप ड्रा करें दूसरी तरफ, उल्टा करें ड्रा. यू विल ड्रा फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट. दिस इज लेफ्ट टू राइट and apply the reassociate command. You will see it is reassociated towards left. Now I want to reassociate towards right. So I will draw the line, for example, from right to left and dimension it. For example, let's see the difference. If is there any difference or not? Now I will reassociate. Select this. वही है. अगर राइट साइड पे करना चाहूं तो कैसे करूंगा, जरा देखें, ट्राई करें. दिस reassociate dimension towards left. If I want to reassociate towards right, how is it possible? Anyone will do? Tell me. Reassociate towards right. आप भी try करें. 3 minutes. If you want to ungroup, होगी? कैसे हुई है?
सर वो भी है. यार ये तो करने दे आपके पास नहीं हो गया. यार ये तो करने देगा कि बंद है. वो भी है सर जी. सबसे पहले वो इसमें ना इसी के रिस्पेक्टिव लेता है. उसको ना दोबारा पहली दफा वो इसके रिस्पेक्टिव लेता है. उसको दोबारा रीएसोसिएट करे ना तो फिर जहाँ से बच्चे पॉइंट देना वो उसको चेंज कर लेता है. कैसे करेंगे? इधर से वो आगे उधर से शुरू. हाँ ठीक है. ये तरह. अच्छा ये बात एक बड़ा टेक्स्ट लगा देते हैं. अच्छा अगर मैं इसको ये करूँ ना dimension another option reassociate में जाके इसको I will select it. I will select the enter. I will select the midpoint first, for example, and then end point. Right associate करनी है. How to do this? Just dimension. Just draw the line. For example, midpoint, and then the right end point of the line. You will see it is aligned to right.
Done or not? This is done. And the other option, problem क्या? नाम क्या?
52 power.
Hover to alt. For example, left already aligned. Left, you will use that that dimension. Already aligned to left. Now go to dimension, reassociate, and what? Select the dimension. Press enter. No, start from the right. Start from end point, right end point, and then the midpoint, for example, or this one. It is aligned to the right. So these are two options we have. Okay. Done. Done. रोल नहीं कर रहा नीचे वाला का Reassociate, select the dimension. Well, from left to center. So it is aligned. Done. The next is explore this window because with this window we didn't explore. Okay. The last line. We explored some points. Now we'll annotative version style and go to new and thus yeah, in new I have the option, for example, annotative standard like this. Okay. ये भी है. ये क्या? If I will select the linear.
पहले करते हैं और बाद में अपडेट करते हैं तो खाली ऑलरेडी लीनियर है और पॉइंट भी हमने पहले सेलेक्ट की हुई है सारी टू पे बनी हुई. अच्छा और हमारे पास सब पड़ेगा अगर हमारे पास और डायमेंशंस होंगे यानी एंगल्स वगैरह हो फिर शायद ये लीनियर को खाली
करके हो गया नहीं बताना. ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. वैसे style and then there is an option and before doing this dimension style I will say about annotative. Okay, for only students who are using the new version. Okay? So there is an annotative option, annotation. Can you see the annotative? There is an annotation, you can say annotation box. There, under the menu bar, you can see there are some options and the and it is written as annotation. Written or not? Annotation. Now click this arrow. You will see a new window appeared under the menu of annotation. Huh? Appeared or not? No, there is an option. The first option. There are 4 options, all written as standard, I think so. Huh? Windows in this option. So standard is clicked. Huh? Now you will click the annotative. अभी है आपके पास है? आपके तो नहीं. अच्छा वो देख लेंगे. Just click the annotation. Annotative. Selected. Okay, annotation is selected. Okay. So in the bottom option, here in the bottom, there is a annotation scale. Annotation scale in the bottom right side. There is an option. annotation scale. Move the cursor near that option. One is by default. You will see there annotative by default is ratio 1 is written in the bottom right side. Written or not? नहीं? Okay, annotation.
कस्टमाइज करेंगे annotation visibility and auto scale annotation scale.
In the right bottom, there is a three line. Just click this. There a window will appear, and options are checked, and some are unchecked. This window appeared or not? Okay. Now here you can see the options. One is annotation visibility. Third is annotation scale. Okay. Check it, and you will see annotation scale. You will see there is a 1:1 by default option will be appeared in the bottom right side. Done or not? And similarly, click annotation visibility, and you will see whether annotation. And this is another option. Just click on this annotation visibility, and annotation visibility means annotation. If you will click it, it will be on. No need to do the process done before. Okay. So do annotation and just go to this. Click the first option and then select this annotation. This is a long process. Long process. Short is just annotation visibility. Like a fan with circle. Just click this. No, annotation is off. I will click again this annotation. You will say no, it is highlighted. Highlighted means annotation is active. Now I will go to scale, and scale I will 1:2. I will scale it to 1:2. Okay, done or not? For new students, only students who are using new. No, 1:2 is active. Go to dimension and linear dimension, for example, and you will see eight. Yeah.
Select over जाएगा
वो स्टाइल है
वो साइज मेरे ख्याल से दूर साइड है ना बाकी भी बारी टू जो सारी बड़ी
किसका स्केल चेंज हुआ? स्केल जस्ट यूजिंग दिस स्केल किसने चेंज कर लिया? आपका हो गया 1:2 चेंज हुआ है, डबल हो गया, डबल हुआ है कि नहीं? अब 1:8 करें ताकि 8 टाइम्स हो तो वैसे पता चल जाएगा। 1:8 करें जरा आप, हो गया? वेरी गुड, आप भी करेंगे मेरे बात तो करेंगे। और किसका होगा? रोल नंबर 84। बाकियों का किसका हुआ है? आपका भी हो गया क्या? हो गया रोल नंबर क्या है? अच्छा, आपने फर्स्ट यू हैव सिलेक्टेड एनोटेशन, एनोटेशन सिलेक्ट किया, ठीक है। अच्छा, इसमें ये तो नहीं है कि हमने फिर यहाँ स्टैंडर्ड सेलेक्ट करना होगा?
एनोटेटिव को नहीं सिलेक्ट करना,
एनोटेटिव भी करके देख लेते हैं, लेकिन चलो स्टैंडर्ड है, इसमें हमारा एनोटेटिव अब करते हैं। इसको हम करते हैं 1:15। करते हैं।
Yes.
We have to select, go to dimension style first. Again, I am repeating just for the again this same complete process. Just go to dimension style, and there is an annotative option there or not. Just select this annotative first. Just select this annotative, then select set current. Okay, set current. No, set current is done. Now close this. Now you can scale it. For example, now I will scale it. For example, 1:2, and then just draw any line, and dimension it, linear dimension, for example, and you will see the size is 1:2. Now select size 1:50. You will say size automatically change to 50 times. That current करना है annotation को. Annotation just set current. No, annotation is set current. Which are you have used under the after annotation, after selecting annotation as set current, when after that all commands will be changed at once when you will select the scale. Will be changed. If you will scale it, for example, 1:8, all two commands which I have just applied now that are changed to 8 times, or scale to 8 times. Now I will select scale 1:1. So it is 1:1. Now I will scale 1:30. It's 1:30. Now I will switch off, deactivate annotation command which is in the bottom lower side. Now I will scale it. Review है
साथ वाला भी on है.
Still, it is still working, yeah, if you select or not. But if you will go to dimension style and then again select the standard and set current and close. Now if you will apply the scaling, अभी भी हो रहा है, ठीक है? फिर चला गया वो.
Annotation वाला गायब हो गया, वो standard चुप हो गया.
तो इसमें नजर क्यों नहीं आ रहा? अब आ रहा है. हमें क्या गेम चली है?
मेरे ख्याल से जब ये ऑन annotation वाली dimension से तब हमारे पास नहीं है.
हाँ. So now in the bottom option there is an annotation option. If you will switch off annotation option, all the annotation dimensions will be disappeared. Again select this annotation, all the dimensions will appear again. Observe this change or not? Just in the bottom option there is an annotation arrow, the annotation symbol. If you will yes, deactivate it, all the dimensions which are annotative dimensions will be disappeared. Done or not? अच्छा, अब मैंने ये एनोटेशन दे दी है ना, अब मैं चाहता हूँ अगली जो एनोटेशन है उस पर नया स्केल अप्लाई करूँ. कैसे करूँगा? फॉर एग्जाम्पल इस पे ना मैं स्केल अप्लाई करना चाहता हूँ, इस पे मैं अप्लाई करना चाहता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 40 लिख के मैं अप्लाई करता हूँ. फिर ये होगा ये की चक्कर है,
इसको सिलेक्ट करेंगे
क्या की चीज है,
सिलेक्ट करें, ये वो डायमेंशन
डायमेंशन कौन सी है,
फिर से सिलेक्ट करेंगे ना डायमेंशन को,
नहीं ये नहीं हो रहा, क्यों, वी हैव सिलेक्टेड द डायमेंशन स्टाइल, एनोटेशन करेंगे तो फिर ही होगा ये, अब ये नहीं होगा क्योंकि सारे स्टैंडर्ड में क्यों है, दोबारा करते हैं। Just use the annotation command in different ways so that you can learn more. ये annotation 40 होगी ना, अब मैं ये करता हूँ कि मैं ना annotation करता हूँ 50 100 करता हूँ।
तो आपको एनोटेशन सा जी बेसिकली ना जो आपने जैसे स्टाइल किया है ना उस पूरी स्टाइल पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज कर रही
देखिए क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, उसका हो रहा है 20 तक, 20 तक ये तो हो रहे हैं, ये नहीं हो रहा, समझ रहे हैं
है। अगर इसको सिलेक्ट करें सब इसको डायमेंशन
जी, कोई चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, ये देखें इसको ऑन करें तो वो ऑफ हो रहे हैं, ये नहीं हो
ये डायमेंशन में बना
रहा, हाँ ये आ रहा है, वो हो रहे हैं, ये नहीं हो रहा है। इस तरह से मैं डिफरेंट एनिमेशन स्टाइल अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मसला कैसे हो रहा है, समझ आई, ये समझ आई,
इसको अगर सर मॉडिफाई करें,
मॉडिफाई इसमें करने की जरूरत नहीं है ना, वो स्केल का भी फायदा है एनोटेशन, तो एनोटेटर सेलेक्ट हो गया ना, बाकी तो इसमें जरूरत ही नहीं है।
शायद एनोटेशन की अपनी कोई सेटिंग्स हो के बस
So annotation, now you will apply annotation for different, for example one annotation style you will apply 1:2, then another 1:4, and for third dimension 1:50. Just apply 3 or 4 annotation commands and just tell me done or not. Just apply 1:5 for one annotation, then draw another line with the dimension and then annotate it to 1:10, and then 1:40, 1:50, 4 different sizes. तो ठीक कर लो, मतलब 4 डिफरेंट करें ना, मतलब डिफरेंट समझना है, और देन उनको चेंज करना है, आपने इंडिविजुअली उसको चेंज करना है तो कैसे करेंगे। मुझे लगता है कि आपको डायमेंशन में जाओगे ना, इधर एनोटेशन में आपको न्यू तो नहीं करना पड़ेगा, न्यू एनोटेशन मुझे लगता है करनी पड़ेगी, कॉपी ऑफ एनोटेशन
सर जी ये जिस लाइन की आपने अलग रखनी है ना उन सब के लिए अलग अलग
उनकी अलग करनी पड़ेगी, यही कहीं ना मुझे लगता है, ये देखना 0.5 है ना, इसको मैं करता हूँ, ठीक है ओके किया, अब इनकी जो है ना सारी
जो आप बनाएंगे ना, यानी ये ऐसा लेयर काम कर रहा है ना, जैसे फोटोशॉप वगैरह में लेयर्स काम,
यू कैन सी हियर बड़ी बड़ी, हाँ ये 130 की आवर भाई यानी चेंज नहीं कर रहा है,
कर रहे हैं
सारी क्यों कर रहा है यार, अच्छा ये होगी ना, अब हम करते हैं न्यू, इधर जाके हम करते हैं न्यू, सॉरी न्यू, इसको करते हैं 2, सही है, इसको जाके 2 कर लेते हैं, इसको सेट करंट करते हैं क्लोज, अब एक लाइन ड्रा करते हैं, ठीक है, ये 1:10 हुआ है, इसको 1:1 है, ये देखिए 1:1 में वो 2 है और वो 1 थी, हमने एडिशन की, ये 2 है, अब इनका 1:2 करेंगे तो दोनों बढ़ जाएंगी, वो डबल हो जाएगी, ये 4 टाइम
हो, ये 4 टाइम
वेरी गुड, समझ आ गया,
वो अपना साइज तो उनका वही वाला रहेगा बस ऊपर से चेंज।
Again I will repeat this annotation again, go to dimensions, For only new students. New students. Huh? Dimension style. There is an annotation option. Annotative. Have annotative option. Click on annotative. And then click new. Click on annotative, then click new. You will say copy of annotative. It will say copy of annotative. Yeah. So you can say copy of annotative 1, for example, 1. Just continue. I will say 3 because I already done 2. Copy 1 and then continue. Continue again, the same window will appear. So you can size it to 1 because you are using copy of annotative 1. So size 1. So just for understanding. And I will say 3. And size of the arrow size again 1. Okay. And similarly, size of the text 1. Only these 2 things you will change. Okay. And then click OK. So copy of annotative 1 you have done, I think so. None or not? Now similarly, make a new annotative, copy of annotative 2 and copy of annotative 3. For 2 size, put the size 2 and for 3 put the size 3. And in this way you create 3 copies of annotative. 3 copies. 1 copy of annotative 1 and copy of annotative 2 to 3. Just create the 3 one. When you are done, tell me. This is for only new versions. Just you pause, please. Only for new versions, those students who are using new AutoCAD, okay? Annotative style, because the annotative style is very helpful, so we have to use it. Done all 3 annotative styles done or not? Done. Now you will select the annotative style 1. Just select the annotative style 1 and set current. Set current. Done. Set current. And close this window and draw any line. Draw any line and dimension it. Draw any line and dimension it. Okay. Draw any line and dimension it. Dimension it like this. Okay. Done. Done or not? Select the annotative 1. Set current and close it and then draw the line and dimension it. Done. Now same process for annotation 2. Select in the dimension style. Select annotative style 2. Set current. Close and again draw another line. 2 line. And dimension it. Dimension it. You will see the new dimension. This have the style annotative style 2 mean the size is double. Done. Done or not? Done. Now go to dimension style and select the annotative style 3 and set current. Close it. Again draw the third line and dimension it. Dimension it. Done or not? So annotative style 1, 2, 3. We have drawn 3 different lines. One under the annotative style 1 and then 2 and 3. You see the difference? Now annotative 1 has the size of dimension 1 units, and similarly annotative style 2 has the size of dimension size of 2 because we have selected 2, and annotative 3 has the size of 3. We have selected 3. Now we will see the difference of annotation. Okay, go to scale and set it to 1:1. 1:1. Is it 1:1? 1:1. So you will see in 1:1 mean the annotative style 1 dimension is 1 size, annotative 2 dimension is size 2, and annotative 3 dimension is size 3. Okay. Now I will say 1:2. 1:2. Just select the 1:2. You will see all dimensions are doubled. I mean this annotative style 1 dimension that was 1, that changed to 2, double size. And the annotative style 2 dimension that was already 2, it was doubled, mean 4 times. And similarly annotative style 3 dimension that was already 3, we have said when we select the scale 1:2, it is doubled, mean 6 times. Done or not? Done? Clear नहीं हुआ? नहीं. इनको भी समझाएं.
Basically studies के multipliers हैं.
Multiplier, just multiplier, okay? Lekin these multipliers will not work in standard size. Huh? In the standard size, we also use new commands for some new 1, 2, 3, 4 styles, but this scale will not work under the style of standard style, okay? But it will only work under the style of annotative style, okay? Done or not? ठीक है, अब इसको 1 ratio, if you will select 1:4, it means all sizes are, the first annotative style is 4 times, second annotative style is array2, it is 4 times, means 8 times, and the third style, that was already style 3, size 3, it is 4 sizes change to 12. Done or not? No? Okay. 12. चलिए अब हम सारे स्टूडेंट अगेन attention please. So annotative is done, okay? Annotation is done. Now put this to default value 1:1, okay? Just select the 1:1. Now we want to go ahead, okay? 1:1. And now go to dimension and select the standard. Now we don't want to use the annotative style. Standard and set current, okay? Done. Now modify. Select the standard and modify. Modify done or not? इसमें अगर मैं चेंज करूं इसको, मॉडिफाई में करते हैं ना कुछ. Now in the standard option, just go to symbols and arrows and write the arrow size, for example 4, arrow size 4 and text size 4, for example, and click OK and close. Standard को just set current. The same things what we are changing last time, arrow size and text height.
तो सर जो स्टैंडर्ड में बनी है फौरन अपडेट हो जाती है.
ये स्टैंडर्ड में बनी है सर. अच्छा, अब हम ये चाह रहे हैं, we want that all the dimensions we have placed right now in our AutoCAD window, we want to convert it into, update into standard size. How to do this? We will use the update command. How to use? Select all and apply the update command and just tell me who have done. Just we want to use the update command and we want to convert all the dimensions to standard by default. Whether it's possible or not, just apply the update command. How is it possible? Just go to update, select object, maybe I will select all. Yeah, select all, I think so. Done. Enter. Select all, मेरा ख्याल नहीं करता ना. Individually you have to select.
dimensions ही खाली select.
इसका दूसरा हाल ये है कि आप सारी पहले select करें. First you have to select all the window, for example. The same which Khabar told. Just select all. Already. Select all and then go to dimension, update. But still it is asking.
खाली dimension select करनी पड़ेगी.
Dimension select करें, ठीक है? तो just select individually, okay? Go to update. And keep it in mind in that in the dimension style standard is set current, okay? First go to dimension style standard and set, then apply the update command, okay? Then so go to update. Update. Now it will say select all dimensions, for example, like this. खैर बड़ी हमने 4 रखा है साइज। साइज को फिर आप 2 कर देना या 1 कर दें, तो बाद में 1 कर लेते हैं। आप फिलहाल सारा करें ना, तो बाद में भी हो जाएगा। अच्छा
स्टैंडर्ड का साइज छोटा कर दिया बाद में हो जाएगा।
अच्छा
की बजाय ऐसे।
अच्छा मेरा 1 होगा ना यार। हाँ, so all sizes are changed to new।
और मैंने रखा तो वो सिंपल हो गया सर।
हो गया आपका?
यस सर।
Very good।
और था तो वो सारा कुछ।
मैं 0.5 करता हूँ और इसको करता हूँ सेट करंट। ये देखिए 0.5 हो गया। So by using the update command, I have converted all the dimensions to standard one first. Now I will go to standard, modify, and I will change the size. For example, 2. All the commands will be size to 2, and then change size to all the commands to like that. Done or not? Who have done this? ये सब के लिए, ये इनके लिए नहीं है, पीछे वाले भाईजान। Yes, आपका नाम क्या है? जुल्का एक पीछे चक्कर लगाए यार। यार आप भी पीछे चक्कर लगा। और गर्ल्स आपका नाम भी है, उस लड़की के पास चक्कर लगाया।
सर एक और चीज भी थी वो लिखिए ना
इसका क्या
ये नहीं था वो जब एक नेक्स्ट टाइप में उसका ऑप्शन से लीनियर हो
पहले मेरा कैसे भी ठीक है।
ये मेरा डायमेंशन का साइज है कितना
वो 0.18 होगा। सॉरी, आप डायमेंशन में जाए ना, डायमेंशन स्टाइल में स्टैंडर्ड, जस्ट गो टू स्टैंडर्ड एंड यू विल सी देयर इज जस्ट मॉडिफाई एंड यू विल सी इट इज 0.18।
लेकिन हमने चेंज किया था 4
और
अभी चेंज किया था हम जब आपने बात की, लेकिन नहीं हो।
इसको सेट करंट किया, क्लोज करें, ओके करें, सेट करंट, स्टैंडर्ड, क्लिक स्टैंडर्ड, सेट करंट, क्लोज। So I think so your style is not updated to standard size, I think so. Huh? So go to update and select again all. For example, go to update. Yeah, is it yeah. आप नहीं लेगा।
लेकिन
अच्छा,
अब अपडेट में चले गए आप।
अपडेट पे आप सेलेक्ट करें, डायमेंशन सारी सेलेक्ट करें, जितनी करें 2-3 कर लें फिलहाल, बस 2-3 कर लें। ये भी कर लें, ये 2-3 और कर लें। ऊपर डायमेंशन करनी है, लाइन नहीं, डायमेंशन। अच्छा हाँ बस यही। हाँ एंटर करें।
देखें ना गाड़ी नहीं आता।
आपकी तो बैठी है। अच्छा, किसी का हुआ है स्टैंडर्ड में? इसको वीडियो बना के शेयर कर रहे हैं। हाँ बस ठीक, रख देंगे।
ये शॉपकीपर का नाम हमारा सारा कुछ
बस वो वीडियो में है, वीडियो में है, बस रख लो। Go to dimension, standard, modify. Yeah, here is the annotative style selected. I will select it to standard, not annotative. set front. So it has changed. Mine is changing. Yeah, it has changed. All right. अच्छा ये एक मुन्ना नहीं change हो रहा, मैं इसको भी देखता हूँ अभी. I will update it like this. Yeah, it is also changed. This one also changed. It's all changed. Now I will go to dimension style, standard, modify. I will change it to 4, for example, 4. I will set it current and close. You will see all the size are changed 4. First, use the update command to convert all the dimensions into standard, one style standard. Now you can change the size of the, modify the size of the text and arrow. अच्छा अगर नहीं हुआ ना आपका नहीं हुआ तो नीचे एनोटेशन तो नहीं आना आपका एनोटेशन.
Yes, Ajit. हो गया, कैसे करेंगे? इसमें अभी पहले हमने एक स्टाइल बनाया है नॉर्मल आर्ट डायमेंशन और उसमें डायमेंशंस लिए हैं। ठीक है, दोबारा खाली ये उसमें लिए हैं डायमेंशन।
ये देखिए मैंने एंगुलर बना लिया है, ठीक है।
यस सर,
इसकी डायमेंशन ली,
ये तो बस एंगुलर नहीं आएगी इधर, एंगल के लिए एंगुलर नहीं, इधर एंगुलर है ना डायमेंशन से।
यही ले रहा था। अच्छा ठीक है, चलिए अब क्या करना है?
अब न्यू स्टाइल हम बनाएंगे। ये पता है कॉपी स्टैंडर्ड है, इसमें आप ये लीनियर कर दें, कॉपी ना करें,
कंटिन्यू किया ना, कॉपी को नहीं।
यस
इसमें एरो साइज
साइज चेंज कर दें, फॉर एग्जांपल
इसको बंद कर देंगे,
वन कर दे, कलर चेंज कर दे, उसको
ऐड कर देते हैं इसको भी, ठीक है।
यस
ये
इसको
सेट करंट तो होने की जरूरत
नहीं, वन वन आप इसको ये चेंज हुई है ना, तो वो खाली लीनियर वाली हुई है, एंगुलर वैसी की वैसी।
अच्छा अपडेट करूँ अभी?
खुद ही अपडेट हो गई है। उसमें जो है ना 2007 वाला, उसमें सेलेक्ट करनी पड़ती है, यानी वो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी ज़्यादा देता है, इसकी खुद ही अपडेट होगी।
अच्छा इसमें अगर मैं अपडेट करता हूँ अगला स्टाइल, फॉर एग्जांपल न्यू स्टाइल करता हूँ, इसमें इसी वन में और न्यू करता हूँ और इसमें एंगुलर करता हूँ, सेट कंटिन्यू, ठीक है। एंगुलर में ये साइज में चेंज करूँ, चेंज हो जाएगा,
3 कर दें,
3 कर देंगे, लाइंस का कलर ब्लू कर देते हैं, अब लीनियर को मैं इसको सेलेक्ट करना है, सेलेक्ट करना है,
अब वो एंगुलर वो सिलेक्ट करें,
अपडेट करेंगे इसको टू अपडेट।
जब वो अगर सेलेक्ट कर लेना,
वो नहीं, वो भी
नहीं वो एंगुलर वाली का एंगुलर वाला कलर आया, लीनियर वाली का लीनियर वाली सेटिंग है।
हाँ सारी जो
यानी
जिसकी
हमने
जो
अगर एंगल अलग कर
रेड
फाइंड करना है।
चलो जी, नेक्स्ट डन। नेक्स्ट अगेन go to dimension style, okay, dimension style, okay। अच्छा वो बाद में ड्रा कर सकते हैं, पहले इधर सेट कर लें, उधर जाके फिर एंगुलर बाद में ड्रा कर लें, अपडेट कर लें, ठीक है। Now here you can see, go to standard, for example in standard you will select new, done. You select for, use for, only in the window you will see there is a use for linear dimension, and then you will select continue, and for linear dimensions, okay, and continue, just go to continue, but I will do I will modify because I will continue, okay. A new window will appear and you will change the size. For example, text size is 1, for linear text, and arrow symbol is also arrow size is 1, done. And also in the text, you can color it green, for example, green, just to differentiate. Okay. And similarly in lines, you will color it green. Lines also green. Okay. And in extension line, here is the extension line below this green line. In the option of lines, you will see there is a dimension line, and then there is a second window below this dimension line window, that is extension line. The color of that extension line also green. Okay. Done. So all extension line, dimension line, and text all are green. Okay. And click OK. Click OK. So in standard, there is a linear option. And that linear option we have modified to what? This style. Now again, go to standard, click, go to standard and click the new. And in now you will select the option angular. Use for angular. Okay. Before it was for linear. Now in standard, new, and in the bottom of this window there is an option use for angular. And now click continue, and you will see here that the angular option appear. And again here we will color the, for example, lines color is, for example, green already. For red, we read it. Okay. Red. Extension line also red. And then go to arrows, symbol and arrows. The arrow size is angular, for example, 2. The linear size 1, this is 2. So we want to differentiate 2, size 2. And in the text, there is also the red color is red, and the text height is 2. Okay. Click OK. Is enough. Okay. Done. Now again, that standard option, what you have, I have one option, style 1, but use standard. Again, set new. Okay. And this time you will use for radius dimension. Okay. For radius dimension. And then continue. And this time you will see that for example, lines color is, for example, we call yellow. Extension line is yellow. Symbols and arrows size is we will do it 3. Okay, 3. This time 3. And you can see text size is also 3. And text also yellow. Yellow, no? All yellow. Lines, everything yellow. And click OK. So the radial also done. Now again go to there, select the standard size or any style, one style, standard size, your size set. New. Use for diameter dimension. Okay. And continue. And now you will color it, for example, lines color, for example, blue color. Extension line blue color. Symbols and arrows size is 4, for example, size is 4. Text size is also 4. And blue color, color is blue. Okay. And okay. Done. So diameter also done. Next. Again select this standard or your style, new. Use for example, ordinate dimension. Continue. And now color is, for example, lines color not available because this is ordinate. So ordinate, no line color. Ordinate we have discussed last time. Ordinate we have discussed, but that we will change it today. And arrow size, for example, is, for example, 4 and 5. This time ordinate 5. Okay. And text size also 5. Color is cyan. Okay, cyan. Color is cyan. In lines because lines not no lines in ordinate, only extension line is available, so it is color cyan. Okay, cyan. And arrow size is 5. Done. Okay. So ordinate is done. Again go to standard and new. There is a use for the last option, leaders and tolerances. Okay. And continue, and you will write it, for example, the text color is magenta. Okay. Text color is magenta. and text size is 6. Text size is 6. Okay. Arrow size and symbol is arrow size is also 6. And in lines, you will also magenta color and extension line. No need of extension line for this leader, because leader have no extension line, only dimension. So that's done. Okay, done. So all these things are done. Now click the standard. My style is 1 and you will standard. Click standard and set current. Set current. Set current. Done. Okay, close. Close. Now you will apply all these. First linear dimension, then angular, everything. For example, अच्छा कोई ऐसी tell me any one diagram where all these dimensions will apply. For example, linear, angular, triangle बना लेते हैं, ठीक है? हाँ, very good. Triangle. So just triangle. You use the line and right triangle for example. Use the line command and click the ortho mode on, and there is a right triangle, and just close them and deactivate ortho command. So right triangle is done. Done or not? Like this. Done. Dimension and dimension, just click the align dimension and dimension all the sides of the triangle. Okay. Aligned and dimension all sides of the dimension, aligned third side of the done. अच्छा आपने तो किया नहीं ना, आप ये सारा कर देते हैं। अब जल्दी जल्दी कलर चेंज करें, बस साइज ना चेंज करें और सारे आप and dimension it the sides of the dimension using the aligned dimension, not linear, because linear will not dimension hypotenuse. Okay, so done. Aligned dimension is done. Dimension and angular and find the angle of the 3 angles of the triangle we already discussed in last lecture. Just select the 2 and then place the angle like this, and the angular, the second angle like this, and place in inside the triangle. Place the angles inside the triangle. Angular, third angle, and place inside the angle. Done. Done. Now the third one, we used angular and linear. Now we want to use the third one. What was third? Radius. Very good. And for radius, we will draw to radius circle. Just draw the circle besides the triangle and just go to dimension and radius, and select the radius circle and just put the radius, and go to dimension diameter. Select the circle and place the diameter. Now, what was the fourth option? Ordinate. Huh? Go to dimension and select the ordinate. Select the ordinate. Where is ordinate? Ordinate is ordinate. Yeah, ordinate. Linear, lined, arc length, and then ordinate. Just click the ordinate and click the center point of the circle, for example. Okay, and place the ordinate parallel to y-axis. And again, click the ordinate and center of the circle and place it parallel to x-axis. Mean x and y ordinate. Okay, done. And what was the last one? Last one was leader. Yeah. Just go to dimension and select the multi-leader or leader. Okay, leader. You have the leader. And we already used this command. Just apply this command now. Just for the new versions, you have to click first, and it text window will appear. I will say that this is my circle 1. I will write circle 1, for example, circle 1, and press and close this text leader or escape and cancel. And now I will the last second point of the leader, that is arrow, I will place it to the boundary of the circle. Okay, leader का हमने style नहीं change किया था. हाँ, tolerance. Yeah, tolerance. Now go to tolerance. The last one was what? Leader change. Tolerance. Go to tolerance. In this tolerance, just this tolerance. We are not using tolerance, but in civil engineering it is mostly used. But just see the first block black color. You see, and I will tell you what is actually this one. Just see my window, and you will see here there are two types of tolerance: dimensional tolerance and geometric tolerance. Now this tolerance is actually geometric. You can see right window that is it is geometric tolerance. Okay, and for geometric tolerance, you can see. यार वो dimension में है ना? Dimension, go to dimension and just select the tolerance, and you will see there are different tolerance and symbols are different for different. For example, if you want to use the structure, civil structure of the building is straight, you will see the symbol straight line. If it is rounded, then rounded, and different symbols. And now go to tolerance, and there is a symbol SYM option, SYM, and just select the first black box, and you will see the different symbols. Okay, and just select one symbol, for example, one. Okay, and now go to tolerance, and I will apply. For example, I have one drawing from the Google. For example, I have taken this drawing. For example, you can see this drawing, and I want to, for example, here you can see I want to apply these options. You can see this tolerance window is available on this diagram. The first symbol is circle and plus sign inside circle. So symbol is circle and plus sign. Then there is an option phi. So just in the tolerance option, just select the first black box. Phi will appear automatically. Okay, done. Now the next option is 0.1. 0.1 means tolerance 1. Tolerance, I will write tolerance 1, 0.1. Okay. Then there is an option M. M symbol. M for material. These are different symbols, M, L, and S. And these symbols I already discussed in previous lecture. For example, M for maximum material condition. L for least material condition, and S also for similar things. Okay. And select the second black box of the tolerance 1 and select the M, circle M. This is not symbol of the motor, because normally we use an electrical symbol of the motor is this, like this. And then there was another option. After M, there is a B. B is datum. Datum is actually 3 datums. For example, one structure is here, and this structure is 3-dimensional: x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. For x-axis, there is one point. For example, there is a reference point. We want to draw the second building or second structure, and we want to reference it with respect to any initial point. If x-axis, we will structure second structure of x-axis, we will reference it with the x-axis, any other point, x-axis point of the first building. So that point we will call it datum 1, for example, datum A, and y-axis datum B, z-axis datum C. So these are datums actually, reference point. So datum is B, for example. So you will write in tolerance 2, you will not write anything. In datum 1, you will write B. Okay, B, for example, datum B. And then there is an option. B is also M. The symbol is M. And click the black box of datum 1 and select the M and click OK. And place this tolerance anywhere in the window. You will see the size, the color is different, which we have set during the different styles: linear, dimension, angular, ordinate, and you see the difference. The color, green color for the linear, and angular, red color for the angular. And similarly, radius, yellow radius, and size is different. diameter is blue, okay, and ordinate is क्या color है? Cyan, and tolerance is magenta. So it means you can initially change the colors and everything in the start for linear different dimension different, and then you will start drawing. So every linear dimensions will be colored and dimensions according to that one linear angular another style like that. Okay, you have got this idea. Who have got this? Who have done this? नहीं समझ आई आपको? नहीं आई. एंड से क्या नहीं आई? अच्छा इसमें लीडर चेंज नहीं हुआ ना? हाँ ना यार. ये देखिए इसमें इधर मेरा तो ये मेरा ये है ना. लीडर हमने ये किया मुझे कैसी है?
सेम लीडर वाला कलर इसको हो गया.
ये लीडर तो लीडर के बाद जो ये क्या था? ये टॉलरेंस था. टॉलरेंस ही तो था ये. नहीं ये टॉलरेंस
लीडर की जगह
वो देखना पड़ेगा. वैसे लीडर का यू हैव ड्रॉन द लीडर आल्सो एंड लीडर कलर आई थिंक सो नॉट चेंज और चेंज
हो गया सर.
योर लीडर चेंज टू मैजेंटा और नॉट?
सर हो गया.
Okay, good. Mine not change. Mine all change, but the leader not change. If leader not change, there is another option I want to tell. Just select the leader. Just select the leader, and I will say it to magenta, for example. Okay, magenta, and then there is a arrowhead under the head of third heading leaders. There is an arrowhead, and I will change it to 5, for example, and press enter, and the side. Okay. मेरा अच्छा हाइट ये 5 कर. Yes. So this style is changed to, for example, size. Right click the arrow or anything arrow, and then color. First in general there is a color I change to magenta, and then line type is okay, and then there is a in the third option leaders I change the arrowhead is 5, then I change the linear leading distance is 5. Okay, then text in the text fourth option text I also change the height to 5. So text height also change to 5. Okay. So in this way you can change different options. So the okay, now we'll go to dimension style. And न्यू में स्टैंडर्ड करें और स्टैंडर्ड में स्टैंडर्ड कॉपी ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड. यूज कर ले भाई, यही यूज कर. Now I will not start from the left side. Left side I discussed in the previous class. So for example, lines discussed, all options in lines, symbols and arrows discussed, text discussed, fit also discussed, and primary units, alternate units, and tolerance not discussed. So we will start from here, okay, from tolerance, so that maybe time is over. If time is over till primary units, it means remaining we have done in previous lecture. Video is available. Okay. So from tolerance. Okay, select the tolerance. And there is a symmetrical tolerance. Symmetrical. Just click the symmetrical. And now select the upper value. Upper value, for example, 1 or 1.5 is okay. 1.5. Right, 1.5. Okay. Done. And click OK. Click OK. And close. And close. And you will see all the dimensions are added with the tolerance plus minus 1.5. Done. Okay. Again, go to dimension style. Again, the same standard size are one. Jo modify it, and go to tolerances again. Okay. Now there is a precision. That precision was for the method is symmetrical, but precision was 4 decimal places. Because we have written 1.5, so we need 1 decimal place. Just select 1 decimal, 0.00, 0.0 only, and click OK and close it. You will see no dimensions are plus minus 1.5 instead of 1.5000 like that. Okay, done. Again, go to dimensions, dimension style, same standard size or one style, just modify and go to tolerances. And there is another option that is deviation. Okay. Deviation. And that deviation, for example, upper value, for example, 2.5 and 2 is okay. 2. Upper value is 2 and lower value is 1, for example. Symmetrical, there is only 1 because upper, lower same. But here you can change. Upper 2 and lower 1. Okay. Only okay. Click OK and close. You will see now the tolerance is placed in this way. You can say the dimension, and in the upper side, you can say +2 and lower side -1. Done. Next, go to dimensions, dimension style. Again, standard, modify, and go to tolerances. And there is a deviation, and then third one is limits. And in limits, you can say the upper one, for example, upper is 2 is okay, 2, and lower is 1, okay. And upper, for example, 4, just want to change 4 and lower one is 2, okay. Okay, click OK and close. See the difference. What is the difference? Yeah, in that dimension, the actual dimension not there. 4 is added in the actual dimension, and that is, yeah. And then the 2 is subtracted, I think so. Huh? Subtracted. Huh? Again, you can Control Z. You can just remember one dimension. For example, my dimension is 78. 78.3. So I will Control Y. First Control Z. No, I will Z Control Y. So 78. Now the 78 is converted into 82. It means 4 added. And 78 is converted into 76. It means 2 subtracted. So it's okay. Okay. Just want to confirm. Control Z, just previous command. Then again revert back to the present command. Control Y. Done. So the upper and lower. Now go to dimensions, and then there is a dimension style, and again go to tolerances, and then there is a basic, okay, and basic, and then basic, just okay, close. So you can see there is a basic. Nothing appeared, only box, I think so appeared. Box appeared? Yes. Yeah, box appeared. This is the basic, okay. Okay, go to dimension style, standard, standard, and then again modify. Tolerance, put it default value, okay. None mean none. None, okay, none. We don't need, okay. No, this is done. Vertical position. Vertical position is bottom. Okay, just select symmetrical. For example, just select symmetrical and bottom. Before it was middle. Now put it to bottom. For example, bottom, and click it and close. Is there any difference? What's the difference? नहीं तो पहले भी इतना ही था.
मेरे ख्याल से लीनियर होंगी ना वो मिडल की बजाय बॉटम की टॉप ऐसे करना.
Again, just bottom, instead of bottom, just change it to, for example, change it to a top, just top, okay? Acha, there is no difference. It means just change the tolerance, just change the tolerance option. For example, just change it to, for example, deviation, and now I want put it to bottom, for example, and then let's see the difference. Yeah, now it's bottom. Yeah, it's difference. There is a difference. Bottom. Middle was just, you can see the distance between. Now it is bottom. Now I will go to dimension and I will say top, and see the tolerance position. Now vertical position is top. Okay, close. You see. Now the dimension is in the top. Before dimension is in the bottom, like that. So now you can feel the difference. Done or not? Next, modify and tolerance. And tolerance, there is a this done. Okay, align decimal separators. Okay, there is a tolerance alignment. You don't have tolerance alignment, but in the new AutoCAD, there is an option tolerance alignment. Okay, so now align operational symbols, and you will say align decimal separators, and the align decimal separators, and just click OK and see the difference. Is there any difference? क्या हुआ यार? हैं? कुछ नहीं हुआ ना? किसी का डिफरेंस हुआ तो बताया जरा. या फिर आप you have to change deviation to any other symbol, for example tolerance alignment. Okay, you can change into, for example, इसमें करेंगे आप.
ये भी सर जी ना जो डेसिमल सेपरेटर्स है ना, यानी ये बाद में जो डेसिमल्स हैं उसके हिसाब से ये कैसे बराबर आएगी, या फिर ये जो प्लस माइनस लगे हुए हैं ना ऑपरेशनल सिंबल्स, या इनके हिसाब से आएगी. मे बी
ऑपरेशन करेंगे
ये प्लस माइनस के साथ लगे हुए हैं. तो सही है.
हाँ करते रहे कुछ ये. चलें जी, इसको करके देखें अगर किसी का होता है तो. नहीं हुआ ना? क्या हुई है अलाइनमेंट? ऑप्शन कौन सा आपने मेथड में कौन सा लगाया? मेथड में सिमेट्रिकल. ओके, सिमेट्रिकल एंड वर्टिकल पोजीशन इज नहीं. सिमेट्रिकल में तो ऑप्शन ही कोई नहीं है. डेविएशन में ऑप्शन है. ठीक है, डेविएशन में ऑप्शन है, और लिमिट्स में ऑप्शन है, और बेसिक्स में भी नहीं ऑप्शन, और नन में भी नहीं है. ठीक है, डेविएशन में हमने क्या किया, इसको मिडल किया हुआ है, और अलाइन डेसिमल सेपरेटर्स. ओके, एंड अब आई विल क्लिक ओके एंड क्लोज. इस तरह हो गया
सर. ये सर जहाँ पे डेसिमल लगा हुआ है ना वहाँ से अलाइन हो गया. अगर हम वो ऑपरेटर वाला करते हैं तो फिर ये जहाँ पे प्लस माइनस लगे हुए हैं ना वहाँ से अलाइन.
अच्छा अच्छा, यस यस, एंड देन गो टू प्लस. यस, ठीक है. Dimension style, go to modify, and then there is a tolerance, and now you align decimal separators and operational symbols. Okay, operational symbol plus minus. Now it will align according to plus minus, the tolerance plus minus.
इसमें सारी वैल्यू सेम हो है ना, पहले ही अलाइन हो चुके हैं प्लस माइनस के हिसाब से, क्योंकि सारे डेसिमल बराबर हैं. दूसरी दफा चेंज नहीं होगी. लेकिन अगर
अभी चेंज करना है कैसे चेंज होंगे? चेंज कैसे करें? वो तो पहले ही चेंज है ना.
ये देखें ना, अब ये इसमें नजर आ रहा है जैसे ये माइनस थोड़ा सा बाहर निकला हुआ है और पॉइंट थोड़ा सा इस नीचे वाले में बाहर निकला हुआ है और ऊपर वाले में अंदर है. अब ये मेरे ख्याल से जब ऑपरेशन
बट ठीक है, And just click the zero suppression leading, okay?
0 point नहीं आएगा.
No, trailing. First do trailing, I think so. But we don't have in the line. And you will see all the, you don't need to you don't need to select the precision value up to 4 decimal or 1 decimal, that no need. Just select this and it will automatically suppress the you can see the drawings according to the, for example, 4 decimal places. If the one drawing is, for example, 2 decimal place, it will suppress the next 2 zeros. But the other, for example, drawing that is, for example, up to 1 decimal place, it will suppress all remaining 3 decimal. You understand my point or not? For example, in dimensions, just go to dimensions, and in dimension style modify, and in tolerance, for example, 4.5, 1 decimal place. This set 4 precision, but that is 4.5. It means it will be 4.5000. Done. Now the second dimension, for example, 4.55. It means 4.5500. So it has 2 trailing zeros. The first dimension has 3 trailing zeros. And the third dimension, for example, 4.555. So for 4 decimal places, it will written as 4.5550. So this dimension, third dimension, is only 1 trailing zero, 1 0. And the last dimension, for example, 4.5555, it has no zero. So when you will suppress trailing, it means the last dimension will be 4.55555. The second dimension will be 4.5551. 0 will be suppressed. And the second dimension 4.5500. These 2 zeros will be suppressed only 4.55. And the first dimension 4.5000. These 3 zeros will be suppressed and 4.5. In this way, it will be dimension if you will suppress trailing. And leading is the starting zero, like 0, 0, 4, for example. Let's start. Just try how to dimension it. 0, 4, or for example, how you will dimension it. Anyone dimension it and tell me if you have done this. Just we want to use the zero suppression for leading. कैसे करेंगे यार?
मेरे ख्याल से इसका काम ऐसे है कि अगर वैल्यू सर आ रही है यानी 0.5, ये शुरू वाला जो 0 है ना उसको रिमूव करके खाली पॉइंट कर देता है.
इसको फिर मैं चेंज करता हूँ, ये देखिए. अब मुझे आप tell me that how to use this suppress command for leading zeros. How to suppress leading zeros? First, we have to place the leading zero. Sir. How to place leading zero? You tell me and try. Just try.
0.575.
Oh, great. समझ गई? ना इनको पता था. 52 है ना?
Yes.
Sir. Now dimension any line which is 0.5, for example. This 0 is actually the leading zero. 0.5. Any dimension which will be smaller dimension, you can dimension a smaller line, draw the smaller line and just dimension it. It will be dimension like 0.500, like that. Just dimension it. Any smaller line. For example, I will draw a very small line and I will dimension it. Very small. This is not small. Just use the zoom option. If it is not small, then use the zoom out just to draw one line, linear, और जूम करें
नहीं, ये ऐसे कर लेना, ये हमने तो पॉइंट की ये वैल्यू चेंज करनी है, ये प्रिसीजन हमने खुद सेट करना है।
नहीं, ये 9.2 जो है ना, इसकी जगह 0 पॉइंट हो ना, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ। लाइन थोड़ी छोटी है, ये देखिए ये भी लाइन बड़ी है, ये 3 पॉइंट है ना।
ये खाली टॉलरेंस को डील कर रहा है, जो हमारा वो टैब,
ये देखे ना, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि ये इसका डायमेंशन ये 1 पॉइंट है ना, इसका मतलब और मुझे इस तरह करना है। ये देखिए होगा ये मुझे, ये देखें 0 आ गया है, 0.8755 for example, very small line, okay, smaller line, 0.5 something. Now 0.8756, okay. Now this 0, it is reading. I will suppress that. This 0 will disappear and it will be written as 0.8756, not 0.87. Now we'll suppress. Go to dimension, dimension style, modify. Intolerance, just 0 suppression leading, okay. Click OK and
नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि ये खाली टॉलरेंस के लिए, ये देखो
हाँ, this is only for tolerance,
खाली चेंज होता है, अगर ये यानी 4.0 है ना,
this is only for tolerance, yeah, grade
0.5 करेंगे तो शुरू वाला
now you have to change it. For example, go to dimension, modify, and in the modify just change the tolerance, yeah, not 4, just write it 0.5 and for example 0.6 for example, okay, and click OK and uncheck leading. First uncheck leading and click OK and close. You will see all the dimensions are 0.5 and 0.6 like that. Now go to dimension and modify and then go to leading. Suppress, 0 suppression leading. Just check the leading, okay? Click OK and close. You will see now all the dimensions are not 0.5 but only 0.5, okay? So this is the leading actually.
दोनों को सिलेक्ट करेंगे तो 5.5 आ जाएगा।
दोनों सेलेक्ट करेंगे तो सिर्फ लीडिंग और ट्रेलिंग करेंगे तो 0.5 आ जाएगा, सिर्फ ओनली 0.5. दैट ग्रेट. Okay, modify again. Go to modify and tolerance, and thus just uncheck this 0 suppression. Uncheck. When you go to next command, just put the previous command on default. Okay, default value, the previous default value. Okay. Now our tolerance is done, I think so. Now go to go to alternate units. Alternate units. Okay. And in our alternate units, there is a display alternate units box. Just click this box and you will see there is a unit format. Okay. Have the options? Yeah. So first go to primary units. Go to primary units and you will see we have already have the format decimal. And yeah, decimal. And what's the units? Whether it's units, inches or something else, and we want to check it, just close this window. Just close this, close. And how to check that whether we are using inch, millimeter, centimeter, how to check? We have done in first lecture, first lab or 2
DWG units.
Yeah, minus, yeah, dash DWG units and press enter. You will see it will say the unit for length is 1. 1 mean inches. The written in the window. 1 inches, 2 feet, 3 millimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 decimeter, and 6 meter like that. And 1 is by default check. It means we are using inches. Done or not? तीसरे कर लिए. Done? Oh, foreigner यही है ना foreigner have done first time scrapping. And then press enter. When you will press enter, it will say the linear display format is 2. 2 is decimal. Press enter. Precision is 4 is okay. Escape. Now there was another option just to see the whether the units is in inches or decibel or like that. Go to this option A. For the new versions, just write left top is a capital A. Just click that and window will appear, and here you will have the option drawing utilities, and here you can see there is a units. Just click the your units and option, this window will appear. Okay, and this window I think so for old versions Yeah, drawing utilities. So units, yeah. In the format option, there are the units option, in the format. And this format option, I think so. Yeah, this format option also for the newer versions. Go to format in menu bar, and there is a unit option. Click it, and window will appear. Okay, and you can see that there is a decimal, and then the units are inches. And click the inches, you will see unit less, inches, feet, miles, millimeter, centimeter, meter, and everywhere. But these units will not be changed. For example, if you select to feet, this feet will not be changed. I already discussed. You have to change it using the minus d dash dwg units command, and then you will confirm. Just open this window, it will be changed. Okay, so you will change the units using dash dwg units. Okay, now our primary unit says decimal. Okay, and inches. Okay, go to dimension style, and then modify. And in the modify, just go to alternate units. Okay, and we have the units in inches. Now we want the alternate unit. Alternate units mean and other units. The second units will be placed along the first units. And that units will be different depending on what you want. For example, we want to convert, we want also inches, and also we want feet, for example. So it means if we want feet also, so inches already there, we want to convert inches into feet. What is the multiplier? Want to convert inch into feet. So 12 inches is equal to 1 feet. 1 inch is equal to 1 over 12. 1 over 12 mean 0. कितना आता है 0.12 1 divided by 12 0.083. Okay, so I will just write in the alternate units. Just check the box, display alternate units. Just check this box, and you will have the option decimal. We want to use decimal is okay. Otherwise, there are other options, engineering fractional you can use, and precision is okay. Now we want to multiplier for alternate units. This multiplier will be 0.083. Okay, write this and click OK. And also prefix we will use it later. Okay, just click OK and close. You will see all the dimensions are and new alternate units also placed within the braces brackets.
Yes, sir.
Along the primary units. You can see, for example, my unit says 9.29. This is inches. So 0.778 is feet. If I want to confirm that whether it is in feet, so I will convert feet into inches. Just multiply 12. 0.77, for example, 0.77, I will multiply 12. You will see 9.24. So it's okay. Around 9.24. Huh? So this is not 0.77. Maybe this is 0.7777 like that. So it will be converted into this. So the new alternate units has only 2 precision. Has precision up to 2 decimal. So if you want to change it to 4 decimal like the previous primary units, go to dimension and dimension style, and again modify and alternate units. And here's the precision, round distance 2. No, precision 4. Just put the precision 4. Okay, and click OK and close. You will see the new units also precision 4. Okay, and now I want to convert 0.7716. 0.7716 multiplied by 12, and okay, you can see 9.2. Because precision 4 decimal, so 9.259, but the actual units primary is 9.29. Why? Because maybe 0.7716 and the remaining units also there. Huh? It is multiplying, it will be like that. So, okay. अच्छा आगे क्या है?
Primary हमने पहले डिस्कस किया है.
decimal convert करिए. And also the other thing, yeah, 0.49, yeah, 0.5 ho gaya. Also we are using 0.083 only, but 0.08333 like that. So if you want more precision, more threes. Okay, go to dimension style, modify alternate units, and in alternate units you will see here that round distance 2. Now you will use this round distance and tell me what is actually doing. Round distance आप ही करें, क्या करता है round? मैं बंद करता हूँ.
सर वो पॉइंट्स को राउंड कर देगा।
अच्छा ये देखें, मैं अगर इसको देखना, मैं इसको करता हूँ, ये देखें, मैं if I will round it to a second decimal, for example 0.0, and I will write 0.05, for example 0.0500, and I will click OK, and first see the units and then click. चलें आगे। Done or not? No, tell the difference. What is the difference actually? क्या करता है वो? अच्छा, मार्कर देना, मार्कर 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 बनी तो मार्कर है, मार्कर इधर पड़े थे यार, किधर गया वो? गया वो चाचा जी के पास होंगे। अच्छा क्या हुआ क्या है वैसे? अच्छा चले मुझे आप बताएं, फॉर एग्जांपल 9.2969 है, ठीक है। अगर इसको मैं वो वाला पॉइंट करता हूँ 0.0500, ये कैसे क्या होगा, इसकी नई वैल्यू क्या होगी? क्या होगी? क्या हो जाएगी? चलिए आप दोबारा करते हैं, दोबारा करते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे पास वैल्यू है 0.7716, ठीक है। दूसरी वैल्यू है 0.1073, 0.2587, 0.0727, ठीक है। ये हमारे पास, और एक वैल्यू है 0.0415, 0.0498, ठीक है। अच्छा अगर मैं ये करता हूँ, ठीक है, चलिए आखिर से करते हैं शुरुआत। आखिरी मैं 5 करता हूँ, ये वैल्यू किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी? ये किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? ये 16 की जगह क्या आ जाएगा? 16 की जगह क्या आएगा? 20। अच्छा जो कह रहे हैं 16 की जगह 20 आएगा, अगर मैं ये सेट करता हूँ, हाथ खड़ा करें। अच्छा ये दो बंदे हो गए, ठीक है, याद रखना। अच्छा उसके बाद 16 की जगह दूसरे बंदे क्या कह रहे हैं, क्या आएगा? क्या आएगा? 2 आएगा। 2 क्या मतलब 16 दो डिजिट है ना, 2 या 20 आएगा या 02 आएगा? 16 है ना, 16 की जगह 1 की जगह क्या आएगा, 6 की जगह क्या आएगा? 2 किसकी जगह आएगा? 1 की जगह 1 की जगह 2 आ जाएगा और 6 की जगह। अच्छा, जो कह रहा है 1 की जगह 2 आएगा और 6 की जगह 0 आएगा, वो 2 0 हो गया, पहले इन्होंने बताया। वो कौन कह रहा है? फिर ये नए बंदे भी वही उसी में शामिल हो गए।
यस
नहीं हो रहे हैं। तो 16 की बजाय 1 6 की बजाय 2 0 आएगा, हाथ खड़ा करेंगे। सही है। जो बाकी क्या कह रहे हैं फिर? हाँ? तो 5 का मतलब है कि 5 से ये 6 बड़ा है, तो ये 5 से बड़ा है, तो इसको जो है ना एक पूरा वो बना देगा 1, और 1 डिजिट कर देगा, इसको 0 कर देगा। अगर ये है ना, फॉर एग्जांपल ये 3 है ना, 3 है, तो मैं इसको अगर मैं करता हूँ 2 करता हूँ फॉर एग्जांपल, 2 से ये क्या होगा? हाँ, ये 7 3 हो जाएगा 8 0 पे। ये 2 से बड़ा है, इसको 1 एंटिटी कंसीडर करके आगे में ले जाएगा, तो 8 हो जाएगा, तो 8 0 आ जाएगा ये। अगर ये 2 है तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? ये अगेन क्योंकि 6 बड़ा है ना, तो से उसको 1 और 2 0 कर देगा, और इसको भी कर देगा 8 9 9 0 कर देगा, ऐसी है ना। 87 को 9 कर देगा, राउंड अप कर, इसको 27 को 3 0 कर देगा, 15 को 2 0 कर देगा, 98 को हाँ, ये मेरे ख्याल 5 हो जाएगा, 5 हो जाएगा। अब मैं करता हूँ इसको 5 करता हूँ, 5 किया, ये 2 0 हो गया, ये 7 3 रहेगा, 9 0 हो जाएगा, 3 0 हो जाएगा। इसको कुछ नहीं होगा, ये इक्वल है, इक्वल एंड कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा, ये 1 5 ही रहेगा, और ये 5 हो जाएगा। ठीक है। अच्छा, अब मैं ये करता हूँ, इसकी जगह मैं 3 डालता हूँ। यस, 0 0 3 0, ये क्या होगा? हाँ, ये सेम रहेगा, ठीक है। 1 जो डिजिट है, ये क्या होगा? क्या होगा? 1 1 0 3, ये क्या होगा? 1 1, देखिए ना, इसका 0, इसके 0 के, ये तो 3 रहेगा। अच्छा, ये 3 जो है, इस 3 के साथ ये चेंज होगा, अब ये 0 हो जाएगा, ये 0 हो जाएगा, और इसकी जगह आ जाएगा, अगला डिजिट चेंज हो जाएगा, 1 हो जाएगा, इंक्रीमेंट हो जाएगा, 1 0 3, यानी ये आ जाएगा 1, ये जो नई वैल्यू आएगी इसकी, ये आ जाएगी 1 1 0 3, ऐसी है ना। अब आप भी ये करके देखें, मैं जरा कंफर्म कर दूं, ये मेरा कौन सा है? 1 0 7 3, या अप्लाई भी करें ना कि आता भी है कि नहीं। 1 0 7 3 मेरा ये वाली डिमेंशन है, मैं चेक करता हूँ जरा, 0.003 डालता हूँ, ठीक। ये तक नहीं है, ठीक है। अच्छा, डायमेंशन स्टाइल में जाऊंगा मैं, आई विल गो टू मॉडिफाई एंड आई विल पुट इट 0.0030, ओके, एंड क्लिक ओके एंड क्लोज। या इट्स चेंज टू 1080। No, it is changed. This changed it to 1080. It changed this one when I put this one. अब आप देखें, ये ऐसे नहीं हुआ, 1080 हुआ है ये, इसकी पता चला क्या हुआ है भाई? क्या हुआ शब्द? अगर 3 से कैपिटल है तो वो उसके अंदर ऐड हो गया दूसरे डिवीजन में, और अगले को क्या हुआ है? हाँ, ये नहीं आया, ये आया, उसी डिजिट में ऐड हुआ है, ऐसे ही ना। अच्छा, अब मैं करता हूँ, अच्छा बाकियों का बताएं, बाकियों का क्या हुआ है? इसका क्या हुआ है? इसका अगर ये मैं करता हूँ, इस पहले का क्या होगा? पहले का इसका क्या होगा? इसका क्या आएगा? इसमें 0 आ जाएगा। मेरा कौन सा था इसमें?
ये पहले है।
हाँ, ये है। अच्छा, हाँ, इसके अंदर देखें तो अगर मैं इस पे करता हूँ तो पहला आखिरी जो है वो
0 आ जाएगा।
आखिरी 0 क्यों आया बोला? क्योंकि 0 से बड़ा है ना ये 6, तो इसको 0 कर दिया। अगर इंक्रीमेंट करेगा, ऐसी है ना, तो नहीं करेगा। अच्छा, इंक्रीमेंट किया कि नहीं इसने? अच्छा इसकी जो वैल्यू आई है ना इसकी, इसको इसने कन्वर्ट किया है इसमें 0.77 इसको कन्वर्ट किया है इसने 0.7710 इसमें कन्वर्ट किया है इसको आप बताएं क्या हुआ है, इसको इसमें कन्वर्ट किया, इसको इसके अंदर कन्वर्ट किया, समझ आई क्या समझ आई, मुझे समझ कैसे किया उसने, ये 0 था 6 0 से बड़ा था, क्या किया उसने इसको 0 कर दिया क्योंकि बड़ा था ना, 0 कर दिया, चेन हो गया। उसके बाद 3 जो है, अच्छा 0 था और 3 जो है वो 1 से छोटा था, बड़ा था, उसने 1 को चेंज नहीं किया, 1 वैसे ही रहने दिया। अच्छा 7 0 से बड़ा था, या जो न्यू 0 है वो इससे छोटा है तो उसको चेंज नहीं किया, यानी जो वैल्यू बड़ी है वो चेंज हो रही है। हाँ ये, अच्छा अब मुझे बताएं फिर इसके बाद ये क्या होगा, ये जो वैल्यू है ये किस में कन्वर्ट होगी, इस बेस पे मुझे बताएं जरा, मैं लिख भी देता हूँ, ये आ गई है, ये क्या आएगी, कोई बता दे कोई, ये 1000 हो जाएगी, ये चेंज नहीं हुई, ये वाली है 0498 ये चेंज नहीं हुई, ठीक है। अच्छा ये भी चेंज नहीं हुई, ठीक है,
परसेंटेज लगी इस पर आया मेरे ख्याल से, वो दूसरी वैल्यू वो टॉलरेंस की वैल्यू है ना, परसेंटेज मेरे ख्याल से इस पे लगा,
क्या
वो ये वैल्यूज तो टॉलरेंस की है ना, परसेंटेज इन पे लगा रहा हूँ, ये टॉलरेंस है ना, ये तो चेंज नहीं होगी, ये तो सारी फिक्स रहेंगी परसेंटेज तो।
अच्छा ये 0.072 तो थी, ये पहले क्या थी,
अपने अंदर ये
दोबारा अच्छा इसको दोबारा उसमें करें,
अब ये उसी में है,
अब मैंने अभी पहले डिफॉल्ट कर लें 0 करके, वो वैल्यूज आप अपनी लिख लें इधर पेज पे, ठीक है, फिर देखें जरा कन्वर्ट होती है कि नहीं, जरा इसको चेक कर लें, ठीक है। बस ये आखिरी बात खत्म हो गया हमारा, बस ठीक है, बाकी जो है ना लास्ट टाइम आई डिस्कस इन प्रीवियस वीडियो। अच्छा आगे क्या,
बस सही है, इधर से हमारा सेट है, मैंने कंट्रोल सी कर दिया,
अच्छा 0 किया हुआ है ना आपने, बस ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है,
0 कर दिया।
अच्छा
ये वाली
अब ये है हमारे पास, ठीक है, ये आप सही लिख पाएंगे
0.7716 के बाद 0.1073 0.2587 0.072
ठीक है। अब आपने वो 0 पॉइंट को कंट्रोल बाय करते हैं, ठीक है, हुआ है ना, लेकिन आपका
ये और
वही हुआ है या कुछ और,
नहीं ये और पे सेट हुआ,
अब फिर उसको करना
दोबारा करना पड़ेगा।
0.030, ठीक है, ओके किया, चले अब मुझे बताएं 0.0030 किया है, अब ये वैल्यू जो है ये चलता है,
ये चला,
अच्छा ये जो है ये वैल्यू चेंज हो गई है 0.0720, ऐसी है ना, ऐसी है ना। अच्छा ये वैल्यू चेंज हो गई है इसमें, ये कन्वर्ट हो गया है इसमें 0.2580 में, और ये वैल्यू कन्वर्ट हो गई है 0.1080, ठीक है, और ये कन्वर्ट हो गई है 0.7710। समझ आइए अब क्या हुआ है, अब 6 जो है वो 0 से बड़ा था या 0 6 से छोटा था, नो चेंज, 3 चुके हैं 1 से, हाँ इस तरह कर ले, हाँ इस तरह भी ठीक है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये 30 है ना, 30 16 से बड़ा है तो क्या करेगा फिर, तो चेंज नहीं करेगा ना, लेकिन ये 10 हो गया है। कोई एक रूल बताया था कि सबको समझ आ जाए, कोई एक आसानी से बताए। चेंज हो रहा है क्वाड्रेटिक फेज में।
डिफरेंस लाइन का
नहीं, जो मुझे समझ आई है वो ये है, अब आप भी तो बताइएगा मुझे। देखें 0 जो है वो 6 से छोटा है तो चेंज कुछ नहीं हुआ। 0 3 0 है ना, 3 0 हमने सेट किया। 0 का मतलब है 0 वैल्यू सेट किया, और लेकिन एक्चुअल वैल्यू 6 है, जो कि 6 वैल्यू जो है वो 0 से बड़ी है ना, तो बड़ी होने की वजह से ये इसको 0 करेगा। अच्छा ये 0 कर दिया। अब अगली वैल्यू जो है वो 3 है, और 1 वैल्यू जो एक्चुअल वैल्यू है उससे छोटी है, तो यहाँ चेंज नहीं होगा, और अगले चलो वो हो गया। अच्छा इसमें देखें, इसमें क्या हुआ है, ये 3 वैल्यू 0 से बड़ी है ना, तो ये चेंज हो गई। अच्छा उसके बाद जो 3 वैल्यू है वो, और जो 7 वैल्यू है वो भी 3 से बड़ी है, वो भी चेंज हो गई, बाकी छोड़े। अच्छा इसको देखें, अब ये जो है ये वाली, इसमें 7 जो है वो 0 से बड़ा है, चेंज होगा। अच्छा 8 जो है वो 3 से, 8 जो है वो 3 से बड़ा है, चेंज होना चाहिए था उसी तरह से।
जैसे है ना,
ये बता, ऊंचा बोलेगा कि वो भी समझे।
करेगा या ये
इधर साइड पे होकर करेगा ताकि उनको नजर हो।
जैसे ये नंबर है ना, ये यहाँ से सोच करेगा या 20 पे करेगा या 30 पे करेगा। अगर तो ये 30 से छोटा है तो फिर ये 20 पे चला जाएगा, जैसे ये चला गया। अगर ये 30 से बड़ा है तो फिर 30 पे चला जाएगा, यानी 20 10 20 30 इस तरह से करके निकल जाएगा।
अच्छा चले करेंगे फिर। फॉर एग्जांपल
ये है ना 27 है, 30 से छोटा है तो ये नीचे 20 पे स्विच कर देगा। अच्छा 27 है तो ये भी 30 से बड़ा है, ये उसको 20 पे स्विच कर देगा। मतलब ये 10 20 30 इस तरह से
स्विच करना चाहिए था ना।
ऊपर से सही
बहरहाल ये गेम जो है ना इसको थोड़ी कॉम्प्लेक्स है। छुट्टी है अभी, मैंने कौन सा आपको रोका वो।
अटेंडेंस लगाना चाहिए।
सो
सबसे फाइल डाउनलोड कर लें।